Okay, today we're going to look at the Panorama photo merge option. Please disregard the turkeys. You may already have some images you want to try stitching. If you don't, you should probably look into taking some. Okay, we get our focus set, and then I'm going to turn autofocus off. I like to overlap maybe 30% of the frame. Once your images are imported, I like to color code them. And I will if I'm taking, this is just a single set. If I am taking multiple sets, I will take a picture of my hand, of my foot, just so I know when I'm ending. Select your first image, find your last image, hit shift, click the last image. There you are. Right click, photo merge, panorama. As you can see here, you can do Control M. You'll get a dialog. And if you just want to keep all the defaults, you can actually do Control Shift M and it'll skip the dialog and just do a straight up merge. And we're going to play with the new boundary warp option as well. Okay, as you can see, I maybe wasn't as steady as I could have been at the end there. Before boundary warp, at this point, two of the easiest ways were to do either auto crop, which is going to take off any areas that don't have pixels all the way across, or you could take it into Photoshop and do content aware fill. Microsoft Ice will do auto completion as well, and it actually does a pretty good job. But now with boundary warp, gonna try and move nice and slow. Make sure we see all the differences here. There we go. Filled my full frame, and is hopefully not too distorted. Let's just look at our projection modes. Auto select is going to pick the correct one for you most of the time. And if you're just sitting there panning around on your tripod, or even you can do quite a bit handheld, Lightroom will take care of you. Turn this off. You can choose other options. I'm hoping it won't take as long to build this preview. There we go. It should have data. In this case, they're not going to make that much difference between the spherical and cylindrical. I'll include a little bit of reading in the description. There we go. And these aren't the only options. They're the only options in Lightroom, but they're not your only projection options when you're doing a panorama. We'll go back to auto select, which shows spherical. And you'd hit merge. It will use up all your cores, keep your computer nice and busy. Creates a DNG file. I'm going to cancel because I've gone ahead of class here. I'll bring it to develop. Again, not a beautiful day for shooting. Not bad. See to the other side of the water a bit. Okay, this was our auto crop. Turn on the crop overlay. I can adjust. So maybe this part I don't want to mess with because as a general photo, this isn't going to matter down here. But to someone who knows the area, if I were to drag this down and try and auto-complete it by moving trees or whatever, they're gonna know that's not how it looks. So I'll probably leave this, and I'll just take the sky up, and you can just stretch the sky out in Photoshop. That's usually not a big deal. I already have made some adjustments to this. That's how it looked when it came in. Pretty gross, if you ask me. See the details on the side there. Now the second image, I made the same adjustments, but I did the distortion, boundary warp. Two things I want to point out. When you open up your crop tool, that's it. It warps the data and it's gone. There's no way to dial that back. But if we zoom in up here, I'm sure maybe you can't see it when we're zoomed in. This spot right here, it almost looks to me like something's not right. I would correct that, even if that's just how the sky looks. But for the most part, did quite a good job. So now this image data down here, which we've cropped off, was retained. There you go. Now what I've turned on is constrained to image, which is it will not let me go somewhere I do not have pixel data. And the reason I can't get up here is because I'm already at the edge boundary over here, and that's why I rotated the image. Done. Okay, let's compare the two. There you go. So this is with our boundary warp, and this is just cropping. You'll actually see this looks like my horizon is messed up, but that's actually water there, and this is the shore. So your best bet is going to be looking at this peak over here. But it does end up straight over here, so I'm not too worried. And let's just compare pixel data. Once more, ignore the turkeys. So my camera is doing 6,000 by 4,000. Here, our actual panorama is 4,000 pixels high. This one here, it ended up only 3,500. Not bad, but just a little bit bigger. Let's see how big these files are. It's 310 versus 370 meg. Not bad. I'll take it. Beautiful. Okay, attempt number 2. Not a bad job. My auto crop looks not too bad, but let's throw some boundary warp at it. Just stretches everything to fill. Okay, let's merge that. Okay, merge is complete. Copy my develop settings. And the one I already processed. Once more. Because I shot this one a little better, as you can see. Boundary warp didn't gain us all that much. 100 pixels, 300 and some odd. Now let's do a quick, hey. There we go, no real damage. Let's approach the edges here. Of course, the sky is easy. Things are obviously a little different, but no obvious damage. Again, I'm getting lucky here. It's all grass and sky. I do see looks like a bird, but he does not exist in the original. Now he might have gotten merged out, or he's a speck of dust. We're obviously seeing more of this tree. This building's a little slanty. Yeah, we've got some distortion in the buildings. Yeah, that still distorted. These are about the same. That's crooked. But look at the scale we're talking about. Not bad. I declared a pass. That's it. That's Panorama merge, and that's Boundary Warp.